your boy Little Casper Loco. Just sitting here, just tuning in to YouTube or whatever. This is my first time doing a YouTube video. Um, I have several videos of me playing my guitar by myself. My wife's was just bored, I guess, one day recording me playing. So um, just sitting here, just bored, I guess, just fiddling with something new. I never had one like this, but this is something my wife got me. It's blue. It has a Floyd Rose setup on it, bridge setup. It's really nice. Just started tuning it up because I guess the owner that had it really didn't take care of it, or really didn't really bother to mess with any of the tuning mounts or anything like that. I had to basically rethread this several times. I attempted and I finally got it. I had to adjust these maybe once just to get it tuned a little bit, but yeah, other than that, sounds great, plays great. But today's video is just basically just I guess just a video about a little bit about myself. I pretty much grew up not in Albuquerque, not really from here. I'm originally from Chicago. I came here when I was 6. The reason why I came here when I was 6 is because my mom passed away. She was murdered in front of me at the age of 6. So, for all you guys that have a mom, and all you females that have a mom, yeah, just keep them close to you and cherish them with all your life. That's all I can say about that that topic in particular. I love to draw. You can tell I'm into guitars. So yeah, I got this one. Basically now I got two electric and maybe I got 2 electric and 1 acoustic. But at one point I had about 4 guitars, I want to say. Actually 5 guitars I had at one point. But since my kids loved them so much, I decided to keep my electric, which I named him Grim. He's white and black. He's a Stratocaster with the whammy bar. It's more like an older school, I want to say older school, more like a blues, more kind of like Richie Valens type style guitar. I got a acoustic. I think it's like a Pure Flyer or an Ibanez or something like that. I named her Sarah because my grandma, she was like my best friend. She was like the closest thing to me. So
reason why?
Back to the topic. The other reason why is because when my wife was having our son, I didn't know if it was going to be a girl or a boy, so I really wanted a girl, and then I really wanted a boy. I was kind of undecided, but by the grace of God,
When I told you.
by the grace of God, He gave me a little boy. The most beautiful little boy I ever had in my whole entire life, along with 3 beautiful little angels. So all 4 of them, I love them equally. I don't love neither one of them different. So don't think that I love them differently. I treat them all the same way. So okay, sorry about the the video, it kind of like cut out. My phone had a little bit of space. I guess it was too short, or it had too much, not enough space for the video. But anywho, back to the topic. Um, like I was saying, I was blessed by the grace of God. I thought I was gonna have a girl, but I had a boy. So I was still kind of undecided whether I was gonna have a girl or a boy. But like I said, by the grace of God, He gave me a boy, 3 beautiful little angels along with him. I love them equally. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I was always into guitars ever since I was in high school. I was into sports. I was a straight A student. And all in general, I just loved playing music and basically drawing and doing me, you know what I mean? Doing what I can do, you know what I mean? Keep myself busy and preoccupied during the day. I used to always hassle my mom about getting a guitar, which was my stepmom, not my real mom. For all you people that don't really understand when I say mom, and I will kind of, if you catch me slipping a little bit and I speak Spanish, it's for all my bilingual people who understand English and Spanish. So basically, like I'm gonna say, por todas las personas que entienden español, también voy a decirle en español por esta video. Nuestra video se va a hacer de puro guitarras y de muchas cosas de mi vida. Estoy platicando de mis hijos, de mis niños, mis hijas. La primera vez que le agarré una guitarra, la primera vez que le agarré, tuvo cuando mi vieja iba a tener un niño. Yo pensaba que iba a tener una niña, pero nomás que mi Dios me lo dio un niño y 3 angelitas. Y tengo mis hijos, tengo 4, tengo 3 niñas y un niño, y los amo mucho, igualmente a todos. Y nomás que este video se va a hacer nomás sabiendo cómo tocar la guitarra y cómo hacer el trabajo de las guitarras, como hago yo, los tuneo yo, lo hago todo que puedo yo para que se suenan bien. Los pongo en las ligas, los pongo unas partes diferentes que no tienen. Muchas guitarras tienen diferentes cosas. Este es para que se apriete las ligas. Este ya lo tenía, yo no lo puse. Y esta ya lo tenía. Nada más que la cosa era diferente, que esta guitarra era un poquito nueva. Nada más que la primera vez que lo agarré estaba un poquito mareado. For my English people, like I was saying in Spanish, mareado is messed up. So for my English people, yeah, it was a little bit messed up when I got it. The owner didn't really take care of it. He really didn't do much. He just kind of pawned it, I guess, because he needed money quick or whatever. Probably a young kid who really wasn't into guitars or really didn't cherish the guitar he had. You know what I mean? It's a really nice guitar. It's a Jackson. It's a Jackson Floyd Rose, I guess. So what I call it, because it has a Floyd Rose setup on it. So I'm thinking it's just a Jackson instead of a Floyd Rose, but it has a Floyd Rose harmonic bridge setup on it, so it plays really nice. But other than that, man, this is pretty much just a video intro on the basics of a excuse me. Pretty much the basics of hold on. sorry if you hear me coughing or kind of like choking. It's because I did a challenge with my wife earlier, with my sister and my wife. They were doing a marshmallow challenge, and I kind of got choked up a little bit because I stuffed some marshmallows in my throat. But yeah. But anywho, I'll get to that topic in a minute. But yeah, man, this video tutorial today is pretty much just about, all in general, about me, little Casper Loco, that I become, playing guitars, drawing, tattooing once in a while, pretty much about the stuff that I do during my spare time. Most of my spare time, you'll catch me fixing my guitars, working on my guitars, doing the light mechanics, putting strings, putting new parts on it, just jazzing them up, basically, you know. I like to keep it original, you know what I mean? That's just me. I love to keep my guitars original. Another thing about me, when I first came out here to Albuquerque, I just kept my nose in the books, bro. I was really educated. I was really not really into girls as much. I was, at the time, you know, it was all about education. Education was like the most important thing in my life. It still is, which, yes, I graduated. Yes, I'm going to college. For all you females, if you're wondering if I'm single, no. I'm gonna mention this. Yes, I am married. I am married to a beautiful woman by the name of Cheryl Lucero, and we have 4 beautiful kids together. Our relationship started out in a little program that they used to do every Friday. I don't know, it was like back in the day type thing. For all you youngins that don't understand about the program, ask your parents. Your parents probably know. It's been around for generations and generations, but they kind of stopped it because people were taking advantage of it. People were fighting, people were getting in trouble and causing fights, so they took it away. This little program was to get young individuals off the streets. It was to get them away from drugs. It was to get them away from bad habits, you know what I mean? To take them away from all that, so that we can give our community a better place for our you know, our loved ones, for our kids, or further generations down the road, you know what I mean? That's what it was for. But and all in general, you know, it was a good program. I liked it, you know what I mean? I went to it every Friday. It was called Dance is a Teen Thing. It was a thing to do on a Friday night, you know what I mean? It was like for us younger generations, it was like a club for us. You know what I mean? It was like we would go to the convention center, get all dressed up, you know, kind of like the way I am now, but a little bit better, you know what I mean? Like, I didn't have my rag on. I didn't have my hair this way either, you know what I mean? I had it slicked back. But yeah, my babe's here laughing behind the camera, so yeah, if you hear her laughing a little bit, it's because it's her. She's trying to get me to smile, but I don't smile, so yeah. If you catch me smiling, it's because, yeah, she's smiling at me as I'm doing my little video intro. But other than that, man, you know what I mean, like, most of my life was pretty unique, you know what I mean, and pretty rough, you know what I mean. Like, I was never into gangs and everything. I was never really like a type person that was like really mean until I lost my dad, you know, my stepdad, and then I got locked up in my 20s. Most of my 20s I was in and out of jail on probation, fucking up. Well, excuse my language. I just said that loud. Sorry for all you people that heard that. You guys didn't hear that. But I have to do some editing.
Freaking.
Yeah, and some tweaking. on that. Sorry about that.
You gotta say freaking.
But yeah, you know what I mean. Like other than that, you know, like it was pretty rough. You know what I mean. It was like a roller coaster ride for me. You know what I mean. Like I was in and out of jail. I finally got off paper in 2009. I got released back in December 1st.
Of 2013.
Yeah, so I did a little stretch, you know what I mean? It wasn't prison time or anything like that, anything serious. It was just a domestic violence on an ex-girlfriend of mine's. She
Get
put me in
into it.
jail and so forth and so forth. But yeah, I don't really want to get into details and anything about that. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, this is me. Sorry, Mom, if you're watching this, but yeah, no offense to my mom. I love you dearly, but I regret kind of getting this tattoo because this was my first tattoo that I ever got. My mom never liked tattoos. She was against them. I was the type of kid that never really got a tattoo. I was always into high school, always into sports and everything. I was kind of like the goody two-shoes of the bunch. Like one of them pretty boys. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I was. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not afraid of it to say it. I was a mama's boy. You know what I mean? I looked up to my mom. But when I got my 3 skulls, my mom basically kind of like disowned me. She kind of like turned away from me. She drifted off. And that was the most, forgive me if I get a little bit emotional. Oops. Well, I dropped a pick. Sorry. But forgive me if I get a little bit emotional. But anyways, man, you know, like, it was heartbreaking, you know what I mean? Like, I wish my mom could see the pain that she put me through and realize that, you know, I really did care about her a lot, you know what I mean? I did a lot of things that most kids wouldn't do for the mom. You know, I used to get up every day, go to school, come home, make her bed. Sometimes I would cook, make her breakfast. You know what I mean? I would do certain things for her to make her happy. I would clean the yard, feed my dogs, you know what I mean? Pick up after them. You know what I mean? Break up the yard and do whatever I can, you know, just to make her happy. Mop the floor, clean the kitchen, do the dishes, take out the trash, you know, just everyday things, you know what I mean, in general. And I guess it wasn't good enough for her, you know what I mean? I don't know, you know what I mean? That was just my mom, you know what I mean? And my stepmom, she was a hard worker, you know what I mean? She was the type of woman, she didn't really depend on a man. She always depended on herself, and that's something that I wanted to be in life. You know, I always wanted to be like her, and I thrived to be like her, but I just couldn't, you know what I mean? I couldn't be humble like her. I couldn't be happy like her. You know what I mean? I was unique. I was myself, you know what I mean? I went my own way. She went her way, and I went mine. Well, ever since then, you know what I mean? Like, ever since I got my tattoo, you know, and I pretty much grew up, and I got 3 skulls. They don't mean anything. It just, I love skulls, you know what I mean? So, the saying of this is, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Basically, you know, it's just a little, like a little, little saying here, you know, basically, as you're walking around, you know what I mean? You just you know, for all the locals that are still doing whatever, doing males or whatever, they know what's up, you know, they know what it's all about. It's just an old saying that I stuck to, and I wanted to get it on my arm, so I got it on my arm, you know what I mean? I lived by that saying. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil, you know what I mean? On my hand, I kind of did that myself. I earned those. There's a reason why I earned those, because I used to get in fights all the time, and I kind of like just did whatever, got into pendejadas, you know, got into whatever, you know, I was like a little travieso, you know what I mean? I was like a little troublemaker, you know? And what those mean is my crazy life. Mi vida loca. For las mujeres, mi vida loca. For the guys, mi vida loco. My crazy life. But, yeah. This, I did the writing myself, but this I got because I wanted it on my own. It wasn't a choice. It wasn't that I had to earn it or anything like that. It wasn't like anything involving games or involving anything in particular, you know what I mean? Like all these other people, they have tattoos that have a meaning to it, or a purpose on getting it, or a purpose on whatever. I'm not that type of person. I'm not gonna judge. I'm not here to judge people. I'm not here to make fun of people. I'm just here to do me and do things that I love, you know what I mean?
What does your tattoo mean?
But this tattoo, it's a nickname. I don't know if you guys can see it. I have to like kind of like bend my arm like a weird direction, but yeah. It says Sexy Loca. I don't know if you can see it. It's my girl's nickname. I gave her that nickname when I was locked up. Me and my homeboys came up with the nickname, and I was just going through some pictures and everything, and my homie Sharky, my homie Sapo, my homie Tortuga, we were just kicking it in the cell, you know, an 8x10 cell, about 8x10 cell. We were just kicking it in there, you know what I mean, just chilling back, eating commissary, and I came up with the nickname. I called her on the phone and I asked her, I said, hey, you know, what are you doing? She goes, I'm putting the kids to sleep, I'm getting them ready for bed and everything. And I was like, what, you know, cool. So I was like all shooken up, kind of emotional, because I just got out of little programming and shit. But if you're wondering why I'm smiling and laughing, it's because my sister, she's eating a big old, well, I wouldn't say a big bowl, but like a small bowl of cereal with milk. But yeah, she's just chilling and everything on a chair. But yeah. But like I was saying, you know, back on that topic though, but like I was saying, you know, most of my 20s, bro, I was in and out of jail and messing up on probation and getting into trouble. Everybody gets in trouble once, but that's pretty much a video of me. I'm gonna cut the end of this video short, because I don't want to like take up too much time and too much video footage or whatever. But I will go back and do some editing and tweaking a little bit, because I did cuss a little bit. But anywho, you know, wasn't that bad. But smash on that like button, share, subscribe, comments, if you like this video tutorial, or if you like this video intro, for you new beginners that are YouTubers or whatever. If you like this, like I said, comment, share, subscribe.
And Tom told it. If they want to ask you more questions.
More later on down the road, I'll have like a better video setup. I'll have like better cameras, better footage, better video tutorials and stuff like that, because doing it with the phone and just holding the phone is kind of like hard. I have to have somebody hold the phone for me. So,
really?
But anywho, yeah, this is the end of the video, and I hope you guys liked it, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.